think I have a letter L. Do you have a letter?
Yes.
Let's start at letter L.
Oh.
I'm fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
That's a trill I hate.
Go slow. Take your time. I'm not going to do this. Hang on. How about? Just take your time. Much better. All right, so let's start back somewhere else. I think I numbered my measure. No, I numbered my measures, which were not the same as yours. So do you see this place? No, I'm just wanting to find a good place to start. to play the cadenza now. Let's go to somewhere where the cadenza is almost over. Maybe the. Okay, so remember, you're going to give me a real nice, just by that from roughly. When you released it, this is. Let me show you what it looked like. What I'm hoping is that you'll give me more like this. Really lean into it so I can really see where you're going.
Finally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, it works. One more time. Okay, this is a whole lot nicer and more seamless than it was last week. So I can tell you've been really kind of hitting the oil on this, haven't you? Okay, fantastic. I'd like to try to do another run through with someone of your choice in this room, other than turning the pages.
Okay.
Who is that?
Mom?
Yes, I'm sorry, I wasn't
Mom.
listening.
She's the only one that plays piano, kind of.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
for
don't.
what? For page
It's
turning?
a page turn duty.
Oh, can you kind of signal
Yeah.
me?
Yes?
Wiggle your nose or something. Or if we don't lose lights.
Yikes.
Yeah, I was worried about that because they're talking about the possible power outage. You do have flashlights around here. If you're not, I'll go get one. Well, I don't mind playing by candlelight. It's getting out of the store.
So, Hannah, if
Turn on my
you
car
want
I
lights.
can go get one out of the
the
car.
other side?
Oh, I have my phone.
Okay.
We'll be able to get
So
out of
what
here.
you need to do is just,
Nod my head.
or stuff, okay, nod your head, like, show me your nod. Like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the point is, no matter how difficult this is for you,
Yes.
if you make the slightest little bit of mistake, it's still better than her good rehearsal.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, that's the bottom line.
Exactly.
And just keep remembering your ally is keeping this tempo from racing. You know, and so I'm a conductor, and I know several things about tempo. One of the basics is when you got a lot of it doesn't go faster.
Yeah.
Unless you start pumping adrenaline. But when you slow down, it's when you have the slow notes. Those will start going too fast before you know it. And I guess the thing you need to remember is when the notes are slow like that, when you just got quarter notes as opposed to sixteenths, it's okay to play slowly. You know, it's Mozart. Mozart's he's amiable. You know, he's not furious. You know, there were composers who came later who were furious, like Beethoven. But Mozart was always amiable. Mozart's Mozart's kind of like champagne and chocolates. You know, so it's okay just to be chill. You know, with him. So playing slower is not a problem. So when you have those times where it does slow down, or when I'm not playing with you, you can take as much time as you want. Okay, so go ahead and just playing that. Here we go again.
Okay, so you're gonna nod and,
Yeah.
okay.
And you pay attention to the one, when we know.
Yep.
Not the.
Oh, okay, so you're at the one.
Got
Got
it.
it.
Okay, I'll back up a little bit so I can see.
And also there's a huge cut here and there, so,
Okay.
especially in the beginning.
So just
I'll turn the
Half the
page
piece
for
is
that.
gone.
You'll turn the page for that, okay.
Okay. I'm going to stop right here. I just want to tell you that was really, really good. Okay, did you feel how nicely in control it was, and it was very tastefully played, and you got some very beautiful lines out of it, and what have you, because you really just sort of kept kept your cool all the way through. That was excellent. Okay, so if you can just keep that up. Okay, so
Even I could hear it. The notes sounded clearer.
right, and it was
Yeah.
far easier to play for you. Because because I could really hear what you were trying to do, okay, rather than guess what you're trying to do. Okay, so excellent. So I'm going to go on from there. Can we go back to L?
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. It was still going good, but you know, this is the development, and it's the hardest part, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, there it is. Okay. So write it down. you have all the time in the world.
Yeah,
The
I just
slope.
had it.
Yeah, the thing is that we don't want that to be picked up on the recording.
Okay.
You know, the recording's going along, all of a sudden it sounds like someone's like eating their lunch sandwich.
Okay.
You know?
Hopefully Tim will come in turn for you, but we'll talk to him soon.
Okay, but that's the place, because it's in the middle of the recapitulation and I've got lots to play, that you can just take your time. You know? But that was a whole lot more successful in the development section, right? Okay, excellent. So let's start right there in. And you know what was really interesting? That was that thing that you just. It was the really hard one.
Yeah, that's really.
But you know what? That was about the best you've ever done it.
Okay.
But then then once you got through it, everything fell apart
Yeah,
after that.
too much focus now.
You know, but at least you know it's emerging as something practical. So can you go ahead and start from there? Give it on that. I'm not quite trying.
Okay.
get just a little breather and wouldn't mind going through it one more time.
Okay.
Okay. So the nice thing is about these rehearsals is you can spot what you need to do on your own.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm starting to wonder and think that maybe we don't need another rehearsal. I'll let you be the judge. Doing another rehearsal is
Totally.
logistically difficult right now. But if you need it, we'll do it.
Okay.
So by the weekend, if you think you do, you just get in touch with me by Saturday or Sunday, and we you know, it would be fairest to do it by Saturday because we need to get Tyler on it too.
Okay.
And so just
So I better call you by Saturday.
yeah.
Yes, yes.
So
Yeah.
over the next 2 days,
Oh,
over the next few days, you be the judge. I think you probably won't need it. I think if we have a good warm up that evening,
I think so too.
we could probably do it. That's my impression.
yeah, that sounds
But
good.
you're
Plus
the
she
one.
has one more lesson on Monday, one more lesson with your teacher on Monday.
Yeah, and I have this now.
So, yeah, so that could be sort of like another rehearsal in a way.
Yeah.
He won't be playing with you, but he's a very good coach.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Yeah. And this thing about the tempo, keeping it under control.
Yeah, I've been told that several times. I gotta get that method.
Well, we've demonstrated
Yeah.
it. You know, I mean, it's one thing to know it intellectually; it's another thing to experience it. And you now see how much better it's going. So
I
there's a
take
kind of reward out there. It's like dessert at the end of the meal. It's excellent, really. So maybe we should just try it one more time.
Okay.
Okay, and once we've tried it one more time, if there's a section you want to go back and cover again, that's fine with me. Like the development or what, and in fact, if you want, we could do that now, if there's only one particular place.
I think the development, because it's also my favorite part and I'm messing up on it, I should probably work on it some more.
In other words, you need some individual work before you.
Oh, individual, okay.
Yeah, and I'm
Before
asking,
playing anything together.
Yeah.
okay, so would you like to go, actually, would you like to have a chance to practice that on your own for a little bit?
Sure.
And I can just kind of hang out. Okay, just kind of go through that a couple of times.
Okay.
And maybe you can be here to turn her pages while she's
Yes.
doing it.
Yes.
Okay, now just kind of get out of your space for a second.
So you just need me to cue like we've been doing, okay?
Okay.
I can pages for you that keeps your hands free, so just give me the cue and I'll do it.
Long time ago, I'm not really-
I need like.
I was doing this. I
What
can't
I
do
need
that.
is just like that.
I was doing that, you never looked at
Okay,
me.
I've been looking at you, but I didn't get, just give me a firm nod and then.
No, I was. Quicker next time. No, okay.
Okay, just try not to be so noisy.
No, I don't really care for the noise, it just makes you turn.
Okay. Just try not to- Okay, and I just need a real firm.
I did.
Okay. maybe just take a, we could read it for a second, walk around.
I.
Okay, let me find that. One second. Okay, I. And here I go with I. Okay, hang on a second. Right there, you started speeding up ever so little. Okay, and I don't think I'm gonna let you do that. Okay, so can you do that one more time? That. And before we leave this, I'm gonna make a little suggestion about something. So hang on just a second. Let me figure out where. So you just ended right there, right? Okay, so let's back up. Right there. Don't rush.
Oh.
I'm doing absolutely nothing. I'm just waiting for you. Okay. You can take more time. So that's fine. So let's back up again. That was much better. Let's see. Do you see the one? Oh, let's just go back to L. If you don't mind.
kept doubling at L because I played it so many times through it.
So one of the things about this one is my teacher in college had this thing he called performance practice. Now that sounds very simple, but what he meant was you pretend like you're in front of an audience, which means that if anything happens, you just keep going.
Mhm.
Okay, you get off from your accompanist, we just find each other. Actually, it'd be better for me to find you. And if you were working with an orchestra, you'd have to find them. With an accompanist, they can find you. It's nice how that worked. So just pretend that you're actually performing and you've got ardent fans, you know, your boyfriend's out there, people are ready to throw roses at you and what have you. They all love you and what have you. But your part of the deal is that you're just going to keep going no matter what happens. It's going to be grace under pressure. And that's what it is. So let's do that one time before we leave tonight. And if it doesn't go well, don't go back and self-correct. Just make a mental note of it and work on it. All right, here we go. So I have to do the same thing. There's some wrong notes in here, and I'm thinking, I didn't remember those before, so obviously they've crept in. Don't you hate it when that happens? Okay, here we go. I'm not Why don't you go ahead and play the whole cadenza now, only because you haven't had a chance.
Okay.
Well, that wasn't as good as I think either of us wanted it to be, but I think we're kind of tired and it's late and what have you. So on Wednesday night, when we do this recording, being this is late, can you like take a really good nap beforehand or something like that?
What?
Just like a really good nap.
I tried doing that before I came here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but today was actually a long day for her. She had
Is that a
finals today
final?
and
Yeah.
everything, but next Wednesday, she's like out of school by 9. And she's
Something else you may want to do, just because I was here and heard you warm up.
Mhm.
Start slow
Yeah,
when you warm
absolutely.
up. So just like when you're working out, like if you start as fast as you can, you're gonna your hands just get really tired.
Yeah.
So start slow.
And when you warm up, really get into the keys, just really deliberate, when,
I had trouble with that part because the fourth finger.
just really slow and deliberate. That's a good warm up, and it gets you even more used to the piano. You sort of feel it working back, coming, speaking back to you. No, it's going to be very good. If you think you need the extra time, I keep hearing.
It's
Yeah,
a lot. I mean, I was
reminder.
actually very good, actually, because it kind of made her practice with distractions, which is good and bad. I don't know, but I mean, I'm sure there's going to be
If
distractions.
she becomes this concert artist, that heaven knows what's going to go on tonight. By the way, do you know what's special about this particular cadenza?
What?
Did anyone ever tell you what's really special?
I don't think so.
Is it probably the last his last piano concerto?
It is the only one that he left us, that he wrote.
Is
Oh,
the only one
really?
he
All
wrote?
the rest of them are gone. They were lost. He improvised them. He never wrote them down.
Oh.
He may have wrote one or two down and they're elsewhere, but this is the
whole
only one.
concertos or just the
Just the
cadenza?
cadenza.
Just the cadenza
He
part.
left the cadenza parts open, and so these days
Oh.
most people just make up their own, or they select one from a catalog,
Oh.
or they compose their own. But the only way that we know what he intended as far as a cadenza to sound like is this one.
Wow.
This is the model for all the rest of them.
That's good to know. That's
And
interesting.
so this what makes this piece really special. Now, this was his last concerto. He wrote it just a few months before he died, and a few months before the Requiem, a few months before Magic Flute. And it didn't get much press, but he wrote down the cadenza for once, and that was this is like Mozart speaking to us. So it's really special
Wow.
that you get to play that.
Yeah,
The
you
good
got
selection.
lucky with the one that you chose.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.